Good evening, everyone. Today is the 3rd of February. We're going to be talking about the February monthly specials all over the world in the markets that you are in. We're also going to be talking about a big surprise that I have for all of you. And we're going to be talking about immune boosting. I want you all to be mindful of talking in a compliant way that certainly don't offend anyone. And we are not doctors. We're not prescribing anything for anyone. We're just helping people that maybe aren't feeling at their best, who want to feel a little bit better, and also people who perhaps are concerned that they don't want to they want to feel exactly the way they do now, which is really healthy and vibrant and just feeling good. So as I'm talking about going through these steps, I want you to take a look at some of the things that I'm recommending and the things that I'm using and see maybe you could use some of these things too. So let me share my screen with you. Oops. There we go. Hey. There we go. Okay. So I think most of you know me by now. If you're on this call for the first time, I'm Elena Jordan. I'm happy to be with you here on this beautiful Monday evening. I'm actually in the East Coast of the United States, and it looks like it's going to be a nice day out there. I see a little bit of sunshine and not super cold today. I think it's about 0 centigrade, which for us at this time of year is really kind of nice. Usually dips below 0 centigrade, and that can be kind of freezing. You can see I'm here with my turtleneck. Right now you can't see me, but you'll see me in a minute. Okay, thank you as always to our Presidential Diamond team, everybody who works so hard to make sure that this presentation comes together, and also to make sure that you are completely supported and well supported when you get off this team and when you're back in your own hometown. So we're talking about immune support right now, and these people are they seem really vibrant, they're healthy, they're excited about immune support, and they also want this information. And I'm going to suggest to you that there are people out there that want to hear the information that we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to talk about specials first and then immune support. As always, the ideas that are presented in this slide presentation are taken primarily from the book, Essential Oils, Healthcare for Today, A Beginner's Guide. Okay, February monthly specials. So we're saying goodbye to January, and we're saying hello to February. So happy new month. I have to say, January went along fairly slowly. I'm sorry I had these going, two of them at the same time. It's a little bit much, but by January, it was kind of, I don't know, I got off to a slow start this year, which is unusual for me. I'm feeling much better about February. Okay, I'm also changing up the look of our presentation a little bit. So number one are our US specials. And obviously, if you don't like the format or you want me to change it again, I'm happy to do so. So US specials, project of the month is Raven Sarah. Terrific for your respiratory system, also relaxing, refreshing, soothing. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in the next slide. You want to diffuse it as an effective air freshener. Add 1 to 2 drops in a soothing Epsom salt bath and put a few drops in a spray bottle with water to create a refreshing surface cleanser. And now I will tell you, I love Raven Sarah as to support my immune system, because I feel, especially now when many of us have our windows and doors closed because it's wintertime, we're not getting that fresh air coming in. You might try diffusing your Raven Sarah to really not just clean your air, but to kind of remove germs, and using it in your bath. Many of you know that I often use melaleuca or tea tree. When I take a shower, I just put it right on my bath, right on my soap, or right on my bath sponge or washcloth, whatever I'm using that day to take my bath. And it kind of gives me a way of boosting my immune system by using my skin and not using a ton of essential oils. I can drop maybe 2 to 3, as many perhaps as 5 drops right on that washcloth and really just get that immune boost without having to put it in lotion and then rub it all over me. And I really do feel the difference. I'm going to suggest that you try the same. The other special is yarrow palm. And for those of you who don't know, yarrow palm comes in a little box. And in the box is the traditional top that's shown on the right, but it also comes with a dropper top. So whether you prefer the just dripping it out of the bottle, it is a fairly thick blend. It's fairly viscous because it does have the pomegranate oil in there, which doesn't drip that well. But if you're like me and you tend to be a little bit messy, the dropper top may not be the right one for you. So whether you're neat or messy, both of these will be included in the little box that you'll get. It is 10% off. I use yarrow palm quite a bit. I have to say, if I don't have the yarrow palm capsules, I'll be putting it in a capsule. I also use it on my skin. I like it on my face. I like it even on my feet because I feel like I'm absorbing the essential oils, the benefits of the essential oils, but also moisturizing and smoothing my feet. And so before I go to bed, I'll sometimes put a drop or two on my feet. I also use the serum, one of my favorite products. We're going to talk about that in a little while. Okay, for winter protection, your winter protection plan. Number one is you want to be washing your hands. So I was in the pharmacy the other day because I needed to pick up a prescription for my mom. No, my mom is not sick. She's as healthy as she's been from the past, but she does take medication and I needed to go there and pick it up. And I was waiting on the line and I was kind of standing back because I was in the line where you have to actually talk to the pharmacist. And I wanted to leave the lady in front of me some room so she could have some privacy. And she confessed that she had the flu. And I thought, uh-oh. And so when I stepped up of course I was listening on her conversation, which I probably shouldn't have been doing, but she was talking loud enough that I could hear it. And when I stepped up to the counter, I actually did not touch anything. So I didn't touch the counter. I didn't touch the sides. I didn't pay with any money. I just basically gave my order and said that I would come back later. And then when I came back again, I was very careful. And when I left the pharmacy, I washed my hands with hot water and On Guard foaming hand wash. So if you are looking to protect yourself, and trying to keep away from as many germs as possible, you want to make sure that you are washing your hands with your foaming hand wash. You have your spray on hand with you because honestly, if I had my spray, which I didn't, you can spray down something like the pens in the supermarkets and stores that many of us have to sign with. In the US, at least, we're still signing for things. I know that I go to some stores and they don't have to sign anymore, but there is still that goopy looking pen that I don't know who's touched it. You want to be applying your On Guard on your feet, and you want to be taking your On Guard beadlets. So just make sure that if you're trying to put together some sort of a plan for yourself, make sure that these 4 items are on your plan. So your winter protection kit, trying to stay healthy, will include a petal diffuser, a Breathe, a Manuka, DDR Prime soft gels, rosemary, and copaiba. So this is your winter protection kit, and as we all know, DDR Prime is for cellular renewal. Copaiba is terrific as a booster. You can combine it with everything. It's also great for the immune system. Breathe for your respiratory system. You're putting that in your diffuser. Your rosemary, also great for cleaning the air. So using your Breathe to support open airways during the cold winter. Manuka topically to promote healthy looking skin during the harsh winter months. DDR Prime soft gels to your morning routine to get added antioxidant protection against free radicals, diffusing rosemary for energizing aroma during dreary winter days, and copaiba before traveling for added immune support. So these are your 5 products that you're going to be looking at to keep yourself just feeling wonderful and healthy and fresh throughout these winter months. For an immune boost diffuser blend, taking your On Guard tea tree that I talked about before, and you're adding in your lemon and your frankincense. These are some of the oils in your Flume blend, which we're going to talk about in a little while. I don't love to diffuse oregano. For me, it's way too strong. As you know, Melaleuca, tea tree shown here, used to be called Melaleuca, which is why that blend has the acronym FLUME, but using these four together can actually, it's a good smelling blend, not too incredibly strong, safe for children, and I like the way it smells. The doterra, well, I'm sorry, the On Guard with the extra lemon, a little bit of frankincense, and the tea tree really smell great together. Okay, clean and refreshed blend. This is when we want to kind of clean our air. Maybe we've had some germs in the air. Maybe somebody in our house hasn't been feeling well. I've been talking to some of you and you've been telling me, I haven't been feeling my best. My husband hasn't been feeling his best. And all our children have not been feeling their best. So this is you. Get your Raven Sarah, blend it with your frankincense and your black spruce. This is a great way for you to clean the air and really get rid of some of those ickies that are floating around in our environment. Here's the last thing I want to suggest to you. Take the previous blend, the one I just showed you, so that was the Flume without the oregano, and put it on some sort of a cloth or a rag or a sponge and wipe down all of your doorknobs, your toilet flushers, your light switches, anything that everybody is touching on a regular basis. This is a surefire way for you to be able to clean up any kind of stray germs that are lingering in your household. Okay, Singapore. How do you like that new picture? Pretty nice, right, folks? So this is a beautiful picture of the harbor, and found this one and just really feeling good about it. I hope you are too, just kind of changing it up. What do we have as specials for Singapore? We have 20% off enrollment kits extended until February 29th. So that's a really fun thing. So if you're enrolling someone, they're going to get a 20% enrollment bonus. That's really good. You're going to save 10% on fennel. The 15 milliliter bottle of fennel, it's usually 26 Singapore dollars, now 23.40. And the product of the month, so if you're purchasing 125 PV before the 15th of the month, you'll receive a 15 milliliter grapefruit. Also great essential oil for you to support your wellness goals. Okay, what can you do with grapefruit? It can improve the appearance of skin. It can give you a sense of focus and increase motivation, and it can also be uplifting and energizing, and we all want that. Here's a fun fact that research suggests that the smell of grapefruit can help reduce unnecessary food cravings. Well, that's a cool thing for anybody who's doing some slimming now that Chinese New Year has come to an end. For what are some of the uses of grapefruit? You can add it to your facial routine to improve the appearance of blemishes, but you want to avoid sun exposure because it is oh my goodness, what's the word? It's a sun-sensitive oil, so it will cause your skin to feel a little bit more sensitive, and actually you can burn more easily if you do have it on your face. You want to diffuse it while dieting to try to decrease your cravings for unwanted foods. You can massage yourself with grapefruit, either yourself or you can take it when you go for a massage to promote feelings of vitality and uplift mood, and also increase circulation to those areas, perhaps problem areas where you feel like you would like to, the masseuse to really focus on. And grapefruit blends well with Purify, cinnamon, On Guard, eucalyptus, and Slim and Sassy. And this is the product of the month, as we know, until the 15th. Fennel. Now, this is one of these oils, I have to say, I've gotten it in the past, and sometimes I'm left scratching my head. But I want to go through some of the benefits and uses of fennel. So when you do get your fennel, you don't say, oh gosh, why did I get this and what is it for? So number one is the fun fact, the town of Marathon, Greece was named because of its abundance of fennel plants, which are called marathos in ancient Greece. Okay, so that's cool. I don't know if it really helps us in terms of our use of it, but nice to know where the name comes from. Fennel is best known for its distinct licorice aroma and taste, and its ability to promote healthy digestion. So Its benefits include healthy digestion, of course, when consumed. It can be calming and invigorating, and it can help to promote healthy metabolic function and circulation when taken internally. So that's a great benefit of this essential oil. You can add a drop to 120 milliliters of water or tea when craving sweets. You can add 2 drops in a veggie cap to promote digestion, and it can be used to flavor desserts or enrich the air with its sweet smell. It does blend well with other perhaps florals. You can try fennel with lemon and lavender, and that can be a wonderful mixture in your diffuser. And you can also find, for a limited time only in Singapore, you're going to have some clementine. So that's really cool. We haven't had that for a while. Oops. Okay, Love Struck. This is your promotional bundle. Remember, this is Singapore. So if you, it looks like if you purchase those 4, no, I'm sorry. Those 4 together, you also get the Memento gold necklace. And I think Memento is spelled incorrectly, but that's okay. It's retail $265, wholesale $199 with 125 PV. So that's kind of a nice mixture. And some of those are actually part of what we're going to be talking about next week, which are women's support essential oils, specifically the clary sage, the bergamot, and the ylang ylang, which is why they're great for Love Struck if you're giving this gift to a woman. Okay, 20%, as I said before, on the enrollment kits. Whoops. And a new loyalty reward kit for 125 PV. You can get an On Guard, a Breathe, a Peppermint, a Lavender, and a Digest Zen. So these are part of your, I would say, your daily routine. Really cool. You're going to pay wholesale $195, but 125 PV, which puts you exactly at that sweet spot so you can get the special of the month. And another loyalty reward kit, the All Natural Pain Relief Kit that includes peppermint, aroma touch, Siberian fir, copaiba, and deep blue. And I have to say, this would be an amazing kit for diffusing. You could blend your Siberian fir and your peppermint. You could blend your aroma touch with your Siberian fir or your copaiba. And I have to say that would smell really just lovely. And your Cleanse and Revitalize LRP kit with your Lifelong Vitality, including your XC Omega, your Alpha CRS, and your Microplex VMZ, and I'm sorry, MVP, with your Digest Zen, your Terrazyme, and your PB Assist. This is a super cool value, I have to say, for 150 PV. Those are really great. It's a great mixture. So congratulations, Singapore. You've got some great new kits. Take advantage of them. We've had some great new kits in the United States as well. Help your team to understand what the kits are and just spread the word. Okay, Malaysia, another beautiful photo from Malaysia. Scent Connects to Love. This is the Valentine's Day promotion from the 1st to the 15th of February. You are like a scent of love that goes into my breaths and connects between you and me. That's very sweet. The scent of love is sweet and happy. It evokes the pleasant memories when we are together. So you will receive for 110 PV, 1 Hawaiian sandalwood, 1 lemon, a rosemary, a clary calm, passion touch, a brevi marble diffuser, and a touch and go twin cards. I don't know what those are. I guess there's some sort of card. I'm not sure. Somebody's going to have to tap in the chat for me. What is a touch and go twin card? It says no preloaded value. So, but you'll get that for free. I guess it's the man and the lady there touching hands, looking very sweet together. Let me know what this is. I'd love to know, but it sounds like a great promotion. Okay, thank you for the person who's typing the chat. I'm going to check in a minute. Double Happiness enrollment promotion until the 29th of February. Receive a clove, wild orange, and peppermint when you enroll with a minimum 125 PV enrollment order, and receive a free clove, wild orange, peppermint, and tangerine when you enroll with a minimum 200 PV enrollment order. So you've got tons of specials this month, my friends. All over the world, doTERRA is going crazy with specials. So these are the Malaysia specials. Okay, we have, I think, one more. Lemongrass is your product of the month that you can get before the 15th. And your 10% off is fennel. So a little bit different from Singapore this time. You're both getting the fennel, but you're getting different products of the month. Okay, product of the month, as I said, lemongrass, fennel, and the double happiness enrollment promo. Okay, Philippines, another new photo. You can see the beautiful bay there and the archipelago behind. Product of the month is tea tree, and you can see the company is really trying to promote health and wellness and immune boosting. All of the products that they're offering for their products of the month and their 10% off are immune support products. Claricom, this is an interesting one, more along the lines of the Valentine's Day promotion, which we talked about before. Claricom is part of the doTERRA women's collection. We're going to be talking a lot about the women's support and women's hormones next week. So stay tuned to hear more about this product. The Brevi diffuser. This is for a limited time only. You can get the Brevi diffuser with a small bottle of Whisper. This is a lovely, I actually like these diffusers quite a bit. They're not too big. They look really nice. They have them in a couple of different finishes. This one is the marble finish, and really they're about the size of, I want to say, a large size sandwich, like a big, like hamburger, like a big hamburger. Very big hamburger. Okay, but not too big. I think you'll like them. Okay, DIY, how to make hand sanitizer. Now, you can see this man in the bottom is squirting it into his mouth. Please do not do this, which is why I just wanted to make sure you understood. While he's doing this crazy thing, do not do this. This is how to make hand sanitizer, an easy way for you, but make sure you're keeping it out of reach of children and you're not using it in a capsule. This is not for use in a capsule. Okay, ready? Let's go. So step number one, you're gonna gather your ingredients. 2/3 of a cup of rubbing alcohol, 1/3 of a cup of aloe vera gel, 8 to 10 drops of essential oil of your choice, a mixing bowl, a spoon of fennel, and a plastic container. Step 2, you're going to mix the alcohol and the aloe vera gel in a bowl. Why do we use aloe vera gel? I've actually gotten a couple of questions about this already online. The reason is that it's thick, and so when you mix it with the alcohol, it's going to allow the ingredients to really stay on the skin but not feel greasy. Aloe vera gel dries really quickly. It is also moisturizing to the skin, so it works very much like a cream but isn't greasy like a cream would be. If you absolutely positively cannot find aloe vera gel, you can substitute plain ordinary water. But I would suggest to you that if you're going to substitute water, you want to make sure that you're putting this in a sprayer bottle and not a squirty bottle, because it will go all over the place. Okay, but going with our original recipe, you want to add in essential oils. Go try 1 drop at a time, because I don't want it to be too strong for you. I want you to feel like it's the right consistency and the right smell for you. About 8 drops should be enough, but add more or less depending on how you like the smell. And certainly if you're giving to a child, you want to make sure that you're adding less rather than more. And then funnel the mixture into your container. A small squirt bottle often works well. And I'm sure that people are going to ask me the proportions of 1 cup. So you want to use approximately 250 milliliters total liquid. That would be 1/3 of that would be your alcohol, and 2/3 would be your aloe vera gel. So your total volume would be 250 milliliters, and you're using 1/3 alcohol and 2/3 aloe vera gel or water. Remember what I said before, but those were your proportions if you're outside of the United States. Okay, you can also replace the rubbing alcohol with 1.5 teaspoons of witch hazel and 30 drops of tea tree oil for a more natural hand sanitizer. Just remember, if you're adding 30 drops of tea tree oil, It's going to smell much more, it's going to smell more strong. It's going to smell stronger, excuse me, more strong, listen to me. And you're going to have more oils in there, so it could be more drying to the skin. So just be mindful that if you replace the rubbing alcohol with these other ingredients, it's going to be stronger smelling. You might not even need other essential oils in there, only for smell. Okay, so now we have the great Valentine's Day giveaway and prize event, and this is my favorite holiday. So this is Elena's favorite holiday. Just wanted you to know, I like all the other ones. I like Christmas. I like some of the, I don't know, New Year's Eve, and of course Easter is lovely, and St. Patrick's Day and all the rest. Even my birthday is fun, but I really love Valentine's Day. And for those of you who don't know, I've celebrated Valentine's Day in many different ways over the years. And before I was married, when I was still single, I actually used to send Valentines to all my elderly aunties and family friends. Many of those ladies and gentlemen have now passed away. And so I don't have the great privilege to be able to send them Valentine's Day cards anymore. But I always reach out and try to send Valentines to everyone that I know. And I hope you will do the same. I know that some people get stuck on the fact that they feel that Valentine's Day is an old-fashioned holiday, but I feel that Valentine's Day is a way for us to express our love in a special way on one particular day. So what am I announcing? You are going to have an amazing giveaway. I'm only flashing this for a second, but you can see there's going to be some fun things in it. And I'm going to be announcing it on social media. So the first place I'm going to be announcing it, of course, is Instagram. So if you're not following on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or LinkedIn, you want to do that today, because the announcement is going to come today, and we're going to be giving away those amazing prizes. And I'm actually looking to the side of my office, and I can see everything that's going to be in that fun Valentine's Day giveaway. So today's the day. We're going to be announcing the giveaway, and the actual prizes will be awarded on the 14th of February, on Valentine's Day, which is a Friday this year. So stay tuned, and in a little while we'll be announcing it live. Okay, remember, you are amazing. I hope that I gave you a lot of good information. The one thing that I didn't mention on this call, I'm going to actually, once I take down the slides, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the blends that I'm using to keep healthy. But remember, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, just please always know that from the bottom of my heart, I'm happy that you're here, that you've stuck together with us for all these years, and that I just love seeing your faces every week when I get on here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in person really soon. Okay, thank you for being here finally, and have a wonderful week. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the share, and let me go to the chat. What does the chat say here? Everyone's telling me that the cards that were shown in Malaysia are, you add money into it and it's for transportation, like to pay tolls. Oh, so you can refill it, so you can have this card in your wallet. That's kind of nice. So if you get the men's card and the ladies card, I guess you can swap, or you can give one to the person that you love. Alcohol by percent, 75, 90, or all is fine? No. So you're using, so the alcohol that you're using is rubbing alcohol, which we would call isopropyl alcohol. It's usually sold in any pharmacy. I wouldn't use vodka or drinking alcohol. I have to say, I don't think that it would have the same cleansing properties. And the proportion basically is 1/3 alcohol, 2/3 either water, as I suggested, if you're making a spray bottle, or your aloe vera gel. So those were the proportions. And if you need to go back to this particular presentation, oh my goodness, what's happening here? This presentation will be on YouTube in the next hour or so, so you'll be able to replay it if you would like to. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some of the other things that I'm doing to stay healthy. And if you go on to Facebook or IGTV today, you're going to see these actually in more detail. I'm preparing some different sorts of blends that I'm using to stay healthy. I'm calling these immune boosting blends. and they're going to be on short videos. But the one thing that I haven't mentioned in any of the videos, but I think you should be mindful of, is Melissa. Melissa is a wonderful antiviral essential oil, and it is something that many people sometimes have one, they stick it in a drawer, they don't use it, and then years later they might come across their bottle of Melissa and say, hey, oh my goodness, I should have used this. I had it all along. So if you have your bottle of Melissa, you bought one in the past, maybe you got a diamond kit, maybe you treated yourself before, I want you to take out your Melissa now and begin to use it. You can take a drop under your tongue, you can take a drop in water. It is really wonderful for cell renewal. It's good for general health. So you want to use your Melissa right now. The other thing is recently, you've seen some of the doterra videos. One of the other doterra videos that came out was taking 3 different capsules. One was a copaiba capsule, an On Guard Plus capsule, and a turmeric capsule. That's On Guard Plus, turmeric, and copaiba, the 3 capsules together, one time a day. If you're really not feeling well, then you would take it twice a day, but just as a preventive, you could keep doing this over the next few weeks to keep yourself healthy and strong. So I hope those will also help you to feel a little bit better and a little bit stronger. So keep that in mind as you're going through your day. And also you're kind of passing the word. How can people stay healthy? I think some people are panicking, which I hope is not happening where you are. Help people to stay calm. There really is a way to stay healthy. And I think if we're mindful of our environment and we're mindful of washing our hands and staying out of harm's way as much as we possibly can, then we can maintain our health. So just I'm praying for all of you, and I hope that each one of you are doing your part to help your friends and family also. We don't want people to feel like they're panicking. So Benjamin is asking, ethanol alcohol, normally we get it from from the pharmacy. So the one that I get at the pharmacy is called isopropyl. It's not called ethanol. So if what you get at your pharmacy is called ethanol, that's what you should use. But the one, I'm going to type the name here, called iso. Okay, that's the one that I get at my pharmacy. So ask your pharmacist. If you were going to maybe clean out a wound, or you're going to clean something topically on your skin, that's the alcohol that we get here in the United States. It's possible that where you are, you get something called ethanol alcohol. And just ask your pharmacist. You want to make sure it is not edible, not edible. So don't ask for something that's edible. The one that's edible is your vodka in your cabinet. That's what would be, or from your local liquor store. But this is not edible. It's really meant as a cleansing and disinfecting agent. Does that make sense for everybody? Okay, so I'm giving away a prize today because I love you all and I want to make sure that you get a prize today. But the really big prize is the one for the Valentine's Day. So I want you to really tune in and check out that prize, because that's going to be something super interesting. At the top of the hour, so 9 p.m. In Southeast Asia, in Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam, I'm going to be talking to you about overcoming obstacles and also some tips for mentoring. We're going to have our mentoring call, which we've been having for the last couple of weeks. It's going to be right here on the same channel, and I really encourage you to hop back on. If you'd like to, encourage your teams to get on if you can't get on. And yes, hold on one second. And then and hop on and just the only thing, my requirement for the mentoring call is that you do have your camera on, because it is an interactive call and I'm going to be asking questions of you. I want to make sure that we're all really engaged. So if you'd like to get on at the top of the hour, so the 9 o'clock hour if you're in Singapore, I'm sorry, the 10 o'clock hour if you're in Singapore, Malaysia, anywhere in Southeast Asia, or the 9 o'clock hour if you're here in the United States. Right after this same number, I'm going to be having a mentoring call. So if anyone, no, not Megan, not 9 a.m. Singapore time. It's going to be 10 p.m. Sing time, right? Or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. So it's going to be literally right now. As soon as I finish this call, I jump off, I get myself a little bit of water, and then I start up the next call. And I try to keep it short because I want to make sure that those of you who get on at the 9 o'clock hour in Singapore are not on super late. So we try to keep it to about a half an hour, but I think it's a great way for us to do a little bit of essential oils and business. And always on the first of the month, especially, we have a lot of things that we talk about. So today's prize is actually going to be, hold on one second. Make sure I get it right. And I have my book right here and my trusty pencil. I'm prepared today, which I'm not always prepared, but today I am. So I can write down the winners. Today's winner is actually going to win, you're going to win a tangerine. And the reason you're going to win a tangerine is that you can blend it into many of the other blends. It's not a super powerful, I'm sure some of you think, tangerine. But tangerine is a great thing to blend in with other things. It's also bright and cheery. So if you're not feeling well, yes, Angie, same Zoom meeting room right here, same number, but you have to sign in again. Exactly. Thank you. Because I do close down this call, I close down the recording, and then I start all over again. Okay, so I'm going to actually stop the share so that we can pick our winners, because I don't want anybody to be confused online later on. But I just want you to know that every week, if you're on the live, you can win a prize. So hold on for me. Thank you for being here. And for those of you who are listening on YouTube, please subscribe below and leave us some comments in the comments in the chat.